Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, and I am a football manager degenerate. It is 2 a.m. I can't sleep, so I figured, hey, I would do tomorrow's episode right now in our Southport Road to the league. And it's going all right. I made some changes. We also got on a streak, which has helped the team as well. And the changes that I've made, we're into this January. We got a couple more players, and we've had some good last minute heroics from some young players, and we haven't missed multiple penalties like we did in that Chelsea game. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. We'll start with the Sheffield United game. It was a 4-2 win. Zaris, Kovacs, Markovic, and Lakau all getting goals in there. Just great line of goals. We only gave up a penalty to Sheffield United in the 10th minute, and then Victor Candello puts one in the 70th. We still win that one 4-2. West Ham, this one is Eric Oria, and I want to kind of show this one because it is one of our youngsters playing midfield. Now, we were kind of outclassed in this game by West Ham. We were able to make a lot of good blocks, but we were able to do this. Lakau, this one was deflected off the wall. Dodate, Lakau to Oria. He just curves this in, and it hits that upper 90 post. It has just enough momentum to bounce off the post and in the back of the net across the line. Next one, Burnley, 4-1. This was easy. Suarez had a penalty here. We gave him that one. And then he also had a 1-minute goal. Lakau in the 30th, and in the first half, we wrapped it up with that 4 goal with Marius Carbaya in the 46th minute. We only gave up one to Enzo Gomez in the 9th minute, but kind of felt that we would have the issue. But once we got that penalty in Lakau's 30th minute goal, I felt pretty comfortable with that. And then in the Brighton game, we could not hold this. Jeffrey Van Lempt put a goal in the 74th minute. We just couldn't sustain this one. I thought we played at least pretty comparable. I would say Brighton had a lot better chances in the grand scheme of things with that 1.91 XG. Lakau here in our first goal. This one is put out by William Suarez to Malik to Kovacs, putting one in the back of the net. I think that was his second of the year. In the 73rd minute, we missed it. We just could not maintain this. It's a long goal that is deflected by Van Lempt, and there's nothing, not anything DeLong can do to save that one. Ultimately, we could have helped in actually getting over there. So, in this next game, we're going to be playing the FA Cup against Everton. I think we're going to bounce around. We're going to play Tottenham. And then I think to round it up, we've played Nottingham Forest, I think, before. Back here, I'm not sure. I think it was one of our games back here. So we're not going to play Nottingham Forest again. No, we're going to play Everton. You know what? We'll play these three here. We'll have Everton. We'll have the FA Cup game. Then we'll play Tottenham. Then we'll play Newcastle. And then we will round out that episode. As for the signings that we have done, we had a couple of guys go out and a couple of guys go in. We'll talk about the guys that we're currently trying to get in because we don't know. So, Osvaldo Tamina, we're trying to get him in, is a Portuguese, looks like he's capped Portuguese international. He's a wonder kid, 20 years old. I feel like he could be a good defender for us. He could play no-nonsense center back, but I think also he can play as a central defender. I mean, he pretty much plays as a stopper instead of a cover type. And so we could play him as a central defender stopper in the middle of our three. He has good for both feet. I think he'd be a good player for us and only 20 years old. He is getting a couple of bids here, though. Where can I see those bids? Here. A couple of bids. The other one is going to be from Sunderland, who's at the Premier League at our level. I don't know if Sunderland has it better. It does have a better reputation, so we're hoping that the pay will actually entice him to come in. Next one, Luis Calado. He has agreed to come in from CEC. Brazilian, 18 years old. What we're bringing him in is he can take this wingback position, going to make it his own. He isn't consistent, however, both feet, and I think we can maybe train that consistency to be better. But he has agreed to come in for 2.9 million. Osvaldo Tamina is for 18.25. Javier Sanchez, we're trying to bring him in after he requested to leave. Currently, he is in Argentina playing in Argentina. I think he could be a good player. He's 19 years old. He has a couple of caps at the U20s with 1 goal, wonder kid type. So I think he could be great. What we're looking here is a guy that can come in and play a little bit up top, because I expect Dalsgaard will be our sub to be up top for the foreseeable future. And I think he could get some good stuff at attacking midfield. Right now, though, he does have one other bid by Tottenham. Tottenham trying to get him for less. So we got a little bit more push from the Argentine team, but I mean, we can see here he has significant potential. So it's possible that we don't get him. And in the last one, we've been kind of negotiating this over the last 10 days, probably 12 days at this point. Fafa from Core, another Brazilian youngster, trying to get him in. We agreed to get him in on loan and trying to pay a possible 17 million for that one. I mean, the contract is a little bit overwhelming with an extra 10 million, but I think even for 27 million, a guy like Fafa coming in, he's consistent, he's good stamina, determination, his finishing is good, passing, technique, work rate. Like, this is a good basis for a player that has probably a significant growth that we could get in. So I think this could be a good one that we could play immediately, slot in to the top, at least in a starting role. And we start going to see what's there. For a couple of things to update, we got Malik to actually agree to a new contract. So this contract will lock him until 2044. We're able to increase the release clause to UEFA Champions League, and that's up to 74. So before, this was a universal release clause of 40 million. So we were able to put a little restriction on that and also increase it by about 34 million. Some of the other ones I think we brought in Chico Blackwell, who we'll see will start out. I mean, I thought we needed probably more help in the middle, and he could play out on the wing if we need him. But I just felt that he was a bit more consistent than what we were getting play in the middle from, who was it? Korobaya. Korobaya is in there. Once I see him, I'll be like, it's him. But, wow, I'm really blanking right now. Debiri is the one. So I felt like we were getting a little bit more consistency from him than we'd get from Tiberi. A little bit better, his overview, a little bit better in defending, a little bit better in attacking. Doesn't have the vision or the speed, but a bit more physical. Not as aerial, but I feel like what we could see is actually a two-headed mount there. And that was mostly because Cabernagel here is up the championship. We're going to see if we can put him out on loan. A lot of these loans are about 1 million to 1.5 with these loans. So a couple, like 3 from Liga. We got the Bundesliga, and then a couple from Serie A in Italy. So maybe some good loans there. Ditchfield, we're likely going to put him on loan. The one that was intriguing with this, we got a bid, was this Brentford one. If they actually win the championship right now, they're 1 point ahead. I think if they end up taking this, I think they will end up taking this Brentford and winning that league. So that was interesting. The other one, Millwall and Crawley Town, were just straight fees. I mean, 5 million. So we're not getting the 10 that we want, but we're going to get him out and get him kind of released at 3.84 million in his contract. Otherwise, we've kind of been playing all right. We did bring in Singhan Kurt. He's 18 years old. He does have an injury, but this is a long-term signing. He's out 5 to 6 weeks. He has a little bit of an injury issue, that's a current injury. So he doesn't have a history of injuries for the most part. But I think he can come in if we need him, and he will be one of our subs. Come in and out. Skybet Championship League player, but I think we can get him up to speed fairly quickly by the end of the year up to this level. As for the guys going out from here, otherwise, Kedlick, we're looking to put him and Jeffrey over to United of Manchester. United of Manchester is currently right now in 16th with 37 points. and they are out of at least the playoffs only by 8 or 9 points. So we're trying to help him get up there. And Tabers Kagernagel, you saw all of the ones here. Ligue 1, there's Hellas Verona. This is in Italy, right? Yeah. Why did I think that was in Greece? So the actual transfers that went through at this point, you kind of saw Chico Blackwell, LAFC. We brought him in. This was only for 15 million, though LAFC brought him in for 20.5, so we were able to get a little bit. His worth right now is 40 to 50 million. I could really see that. He is consistent, does have a mean streak about him, but I mean, I think he'd be a good player for us in the midfield. He's played fairly well for us. Reason we brought him in is I saw the 7.02 last season. Actually, technically, this season we're opening in. And he was just at a 7, just a 6.97 last season when LAFC brought him in for his first season. And in Benfica, he had a couple sporadic starts, but when he was alone in Switzerland at the Super League, which is the top league in Switzerland, 7.31, and I saw him down in the second league in Portugal with 7.04. So I felt like he could be a consistent player at the Premier League for us. That's why we brought him in. Otherwise, for the loans out and the sells, AEK went ahead and bought Segir. We sold him not for too much, for 1.9. So we did end up getting that. But ultimately, at the end of the year, we actually end up buying him for 8.75. So this isn't a loss, though, because his contract was about 6 million. So realistically, it's about an even move, which isn't too bad. I can go up to 2.3, and I'm fine with that. Claire Fairman went over to FC United of Manchester. We're trying to get that. And Jack Bennett, what allowed us to make all these signings, he goes to Al Ain in Saudi, I think it's in Saudi Arabia. And I think. No, this is United Arab Emirates. I don't know my Middle Eastern soccer teams off the top of my head, football teams. But we sold him for a big amount of money. That 27.5. So we don't make as much off of it, but I feel like it didn't work out. We cut our losses. It was it. But also that allow us to get a couple more younger players in. Plus he's 31 at that point, so his cost was going down. We were playing him. It was fine. But I think at this point, like Kovacs, we're going to get him in. He's been playing well, 21 years old. He's in. We need to get these guys up. We only paid 9 million for him. And then I thought, okay, we're going to play Hines more often. 27 years old. He can be a leading Prem guy. We brought him in from LAFC. He's had some time in England before it was Germany and Spain. So I felt like maybe giving him the time here. And he's actually played fairly well. High 6s in that, a couple 7s. Did have a 7.10. He's learning this left wing back position. I felt like he's played a little bit better for us than what we were getting besides that. How this kind of shakes up our bench. Tiberius on the bench. Oria has played well for us, getting those goals in the 8.2. But he's been in the high 6s as well. So there's one 6.4 in here and a 6.6. Ultimately, I felt like he's been playing pretty consistent for us. Yeah, Claver is in here. Ashmore has been holding it down. And Dodate. Dodate, we've kind of used him on the outside, and he's had some decent games. High 6s in this, still averaging about a 6, anywhere from a 6.7 to 7.4 or so. I think he's been playing, and that was one of the reasons why Bennett was a good choice to sell out. So that gives you kind of the reasoning behind everything, what we've kind of updated with. The Premier League right now, we are 10th. We also upgraded our Premier League kind of goal. It is fight bravely against relegation. It hasn't, though, changed for here, as our entire thing is... Actually, it's not in here. I think I changed it. Pretty sure I changed it to for the relegation battle, but maybe it just doesn't show up there. And they gave us a couple extra million to also kind of do the wheeling and dealing that we need. So the Prem right now, us being 10th, we are currently 9 points out of the playoff spots with Manchester United. Remember though, if we get an 8th, 8th is still a Conference League spot. So we can't be disappointed if we get that 8th slot, because that'll help us a bit. Because remember that the Champions League slots always, because we're so good in England, that extra Champions League spot currently would go to like Liverpool or Tottenham at this point. Or Liverpool, because they have 2 games in hand. We would go to Liverpool or Chelsea, whoever's down here, and then it would kind of bump down. So really it's just the top 8 that kind of goes to the Prem. Not the Prem, but UEFA League competitions. How everyone's doing in the competitions. The Conference League right now, I mean, ironically enough, because we just clicked on Arsenal. At this point, Arsenal actually drew a game, which I thought was pretty interesting in that. Man City is in the Champions League. Man City did qualify for that. Tottenham is in the second qualification portion. Newcastle's in there as well. So some pretty decent stuff in there. There should be a 4th. 1, 2. There's Brighton. So Brighton's also in there as well. And here's the other one I was looking for. West Ham is in 28th. Not looking at that. Chelsea did not have one. They're trying to hunt it down. Liverpool did not have one as well. Maybe it was later. And then I think it was Manchester United who is in here with Wolves. They're up. They've both in the automatic, at least the bye week stuff. So I think with those teams doing great, we will get that extra spot so far, which it's England. I mean, that kind of goes through. One surprise right now, 3rd and goal, Lukaku with 11. So we've been pretty consistent and good with goals right now. So we have to keep that up. So let's start with this Everton game. Their main man, we're going to be playing at Anfield with this. It's Jose Geraldo. So he is a good 27-year-old Brazilian international. Strong left and right foot. He's going to come out and attack us immediately. So we need to actually survive this, because this has helped us. But no real issues in fitness, just some guys getting back from injury. Dalsgaard, we're keeping his sharpness up. Gutierrez has not really played much in the first place. And Kimperley is starting to come back as well. I've kind of decided that I do want to keep him, but he's being a little cranky. We might end up putting him out on loan. I'm going to keep him in England, so at least we get the homegrown nation portion there. So partnerships working well at the bottom. We just need to work on Malik's with Torias and Gonzalez with Tora. That'll be fine. But up top, we've kind of made it a decent partnership to a bad partnership. So we kind of made it a little bit better with Soares and Lukaku and Markovic has been good, as well as Soares and Markovic. So let's submit the team. We are going to play like this as always, and we are going to see what we can get. So a lot of stuff kind of wrapping up what we're doing. I have to really think that this is a good push. I mean, spending 50 million right here, we will likely get on a whole a decent amount. The board helped us out last year and injected an extra 30 million. I'm hoping the board does the same thing this year as possible. But also a game like this where we're almost filling Anfield is great. We'll have to see how much our field is after the upgrade. It should be towards 20,000, but I'm unsure if that's going to be enough to kind of sustain us at this level, spending 100 million. We're still in the bottom half portion of contract spent at the league. So we're still 2 times less than Man City, as that one is wide left along diving over it and doesn't need much. So Everton is doing a good job. I'm going to demand more because I want more. We have our first shot there. We have good possession here. A second shot on target will not go in, and Everton is just shooting as much as possible and hoping one of them goes in, which is a good kind of thing. You can really imagine that eventually they will put a ball in the back of the net. Still struggling with this. Attack is there. We don't get a shot. No one's having any moments, although I fear that eventually Everton will put it in the back of the net. I'm going to say we haven't taken enough shots. I'm going to just encourage everyone to go forth, do good things, and I'm going to further encourage them there. Now, Markovic is not playing a great game. If he does not go great into the 55th minute, we might make a change. Okay, I'm going to make a change. He's at the 6.1 right now. Let's get Dalsgaard in and see if that kind of helps. Hines is struggling a little bit in fitness. Let's take him out. And Tiberi can play on the left. Now that is interesting. Tiberi can play here. We might make this change and change it around, but let's put Tiberi in first and just see what we can get. Because when we finally get to the 65th minute, we might change a couple of things now. Remember, there is a replay in the FA Cup. New FA Cup rules aren't in the game right now, but we just have to be smart. So here's here. Dalsgaard does have an injury. Let's get in Holberg. That sucks. Tiberi's going to come in the middle. Kovacs is going to go out to the left. Odate in. We'll get Oria in here on the backside. And I might get. I mean, we had to take out Dalsgaard. Holberg can pop in for Suarez, but I mean, Tiberi is fine. It doesn't. I don't think it matters. We can't actually. Oh, we do have one more. Right. Let's see. No, that's it. So we would be playing with this, and I'm kind of fine with that. Lacau. Oh, we were in a moment right now. Lacau looking. He's going to lose the ball. Zanani going up. Plays it in the space. And Tiberi makes a good interception. We're going to reverse that. That should be fine. Let's encourage the boys here. And here's a moment. If we can just put one in the back of the net, we can actually help. Tora will take this one up to Oria. Oria turns it out to Kovacs. Kovacs in the middle. Suarez. Holberg looking. Plays it up. He is going to lose the ball. That's kind of unfortunate, but a good interception. Suarez looks, plays it out. Dodate, and Dodate puts it in the back of the net. We take a 1-0 lead over Everton, and there it is, baby. That is the consistency we've had over the last 4 or 5 games, and we are on the road to winning an FA Cup game against a monster. Now, we actually drew the previous ones. We don't know who we're going to play, but they are both championship-level teams. And we will be at Anfield at home. So we just need to hold this. And we could have a good opportunity to also advance to the next game and see who we draw there. Hopefully it's not Man City after that. But we have to survive this one. Corner in, and it looks like we might have a replay. Not able to hold this one as Everton equalizes in the 91st minute. You know what? The last 4 minutes, I'm going to press a little bit. I'm going to demand more. I'm going to see if we can get the last shred of something here. And it looks like we will play a replay at Everton. I just think we were unlucky. I'm happy with everyone out here. Like, I'm fine with the final third. We played great. But the late equalizer just hurts. Yeah. We're going to have to see if we can do so. It's going to be, again, another one. So Dalsgaard is going to be out for 2 weeks with this. So Dulwich Hamlet actually has a big one. So they took out Southampton. Dulwich Hamlet beat Premier League team Southampton. Also, Exeter City actually took out Brighton. which was interesting. And elsewhere, Rochdale. Okay, so nothing big in the rest of it, but that is one. So still one with Newcastle is going to be changed because of a that might be an FA Cup game that's there. We'll have to see when this Everton game is. It actually is after the Tottenham game. We're going to play the Tottenham game, and then we'll be back at Everton. Lacau can't play this, which kind of sucks because Dalsgaard's out. Maybe we can get when Lacau gets stuff. So maybe we can get a Fafa. Maybe Fafa can come in on loan and he could take that spot. But new gate record, so that was good. We shattered our last one. It was 2.3 million from that receipt, so that's big. And Castro still getting stuff, still getting those contract stuff. Now we're not letting him go out as well because of the fact that we're trying to get this homegrown at club, and I think that's a smart play for a guy like him. We'll probably extend his contract as well. So we'll have to see what we can ultimately get. So I'm going to make a cut here and be back with this Everton game. And there it is. Fafa has agreed to come here. It will take a little bit for his work permit. Hopefully it's only a couple days, but that is a big loan, and maybe he can play for this Tottenham in this Tottenham game because, yeah, our Lacau can't play that game. So Fafa is in before this Tottenham game, way before this Tottenham game, which is great. So we're definitely going to see how he can come in and change this. He can improve a lot, and this could be a big signing for us if he plays well. So what he's looking like, pretty good player. I think what we're going to get him, we can't actually because he's on loan. But I think we get him to train for like a forward attack, and let's say the attacking bit. He's great off the ball. His decisions, we can get that up. I think this is a good way of getting him. He's a little bit competitive streak, but I think he should be fine. But that's going to be a great one as well. Jeffries will be out, or Jeffrey will go out on loan, and that will be that. What it looks like right now, Lacau is out, Fafa is in. We're going to make sure all of these are good. And I don't think we actually lose a whole lot with that change. I don't think we do. With this other one, I feel like we're good up top. Maybe I want to bring someone else in. Let's grab in a Bruno just in case, because he can play all the way in the back. I don't think there's 121s there, but look, I will be back, so that's fine. All right, for this Tottenham game, we did have a sickness from João Soares. He's going to be in and ready to go. One thing I forgot to note is Martin Ramirez. We got him on a new contract, so he is locked down until 2043. He's been playing well. He's a good Skybet League championship. Maybe he gets up to a Premier League on that. But I think I just kind of signed him in. We'll probably put him on loan again for next season in the eventual time that we do sell him. That's because Kaito Mishima, I think he ends up being a better keeper in the long run with better reflexes. And I think what we end up doing is once Kaito Mishima is up, that would be one, because he is going to end up being our backup if we need to, and we might end up selling Rasmus next season and go with Machina as our backup. So that's kind of the idea that we're going with. Tottenham's key man is Joe Reed. And Joe Reed is a very, very good player. 31 years old, bunch of caps for England. He is absolutely insane. So everyone thinks we're going to lose this. They're playing their 4-2-3-1. We just need to play smart football. Fafa's going to be in here at the top. Fafa good with his right leg. Markovic is good on either leg. Let's move Markovic over on the right side just because he is dual, and we'll put Fafa here. So in case he wants to roll, he can roll and take shots towards the middle, and that's a better sort of time frame for him to take shots. Otherwise, he's only out because the ineligible with Lacau, he can't play against his home club, and Dalgard is injured for 4 to 12 days, which kind of sucks because Dalgard would be the one that I would eventually put in as well. So a number 12. Who's playing with number 12? Ashmore is. Let's give him 14 right now. Fafa will get his number 12 next, probably next year if we do end up buying him. If he plays well, he ends up being probably our best, our primary guy to sign him, because I don't think we can actually afford Lacau. Lacau's loan to buy, I think, is an optional loan of like 110, maybe 120 million. I think we only get a possible range to buy if we end up in the Champions League, and I don't see that happening. I don't even think we could get that in if we were in the Europa League. Maybe we'd get another 40 million if we have a finish like that, but I just don't see it. Obviously, we can win the cup game. Not the Carabao Cup, but we'll have to see who got it. 25th minute crossing here. We don't have a lot. I think I'm going to push a little harder on the boys. That one shot is on target, but Tottenham is also not getting a lot of shots either. Fafa, a little hard-nosed ball up top. I do like it. Here is an opportunity for Tottenham. So Mato to Teresi. Getting over to Amala. Matthew Marino looking shot and easily beats the long there. Joaquin Marino is actually a pretty good player. Pretty much Tottenham's entire team is good. I mean, they're a level above us. So we're kind of just hoping for a draw here, which is possible. I'm going to say we haven't taken enough shots. I think everyone can improve here. And then we'll do some words of encouragement. And you know what? I'm going to play very attacking. I'm going to get up and I'm going to see if we can press and bully Tottenham a little bit. I don't see it happening. However, we are doing a pretty good job doing a couple things. So we're going to take Saris out just because I'm going to put Holberg in. Otherwise, Gutierrez is going to come in for Fafa because, well, actually, let's just keep Fafa in at that point. Tiberi is going to come in the back. Oria back here. Kovac does have a car, so Dodate is going to come in. And on the back end, Malik isn't playing great. Let's take him in and let's put in Ashmore back here in the back. Get Ashmore some minutes instead of Malik. Malik probably does need a breather. We're going to demand more. Tottenham's going to have another chance. Peliores is going to pass a through ball. Marino puts it in the back of the net again. So Marino with 2 goals against us. We can't get angry about that. I mean, this is a very good Tottenham team. Very good Tottenham team. We're trying to play more pressing, so let's go in here. We're trying to work the ball in the box. Let's hit early crosses and let's pressure a little bit more up top and play a little bit higher and just see if we can get something in here. I mean, it's 10 minutes left. Maybe we can get a couple goals. We are pressing them. Tiberi has a shot saved, so we are putting some good pressure. The long, big kick. Tiberi does win it, but ultimately we're not going to win this third effort. Almost took it out of possession. Easy. Going to try to go on the outside. It's cut. Amato plays it all the way back to the keeper. We need to press the keeper. He puts it up. We do win it. Oria, the youngster, plays it up. Heinz plays in the middle. Fafa. Holberg. Gets over Dodate. Dodate up to Beery. Shot. And that is a good play. unfortunately, it's over the net. Tiberi trying to get something in there. Now, Tiberi isn't a very big goal scorer. We're not relying on him to score goals. We're relying on him to affect the play in the box and kind of distribute it to our playmakers who can score. But that wasn't a game that I expected to win in that. So I'm fine with that one. We're a very youthful team. Fafa gets his first initial game time in that. I don't think Fafa is... Can he be pulled, for example? I don't think he can be pulled. No, it can't be terminated. Okay, so how we're going to play this is Lukau is having a very good season. I'm going to keep out Gutierrez, and I'm going to get Holberg some minutes in the under 21 for the foreseeable future to get him ready and set. Let's take out Bruno, and Gutierrez is going to be in here. I think that's too much up top. That's middle, on the outside. Yeah, I feel like that's maybe a bit too much. Here comes Claudio. He's going to come over and play with us. He's a good League 2 type. We're just trying to get him in, so it's another midfielder, someone else that we can train. We'll send him on a language course. We'll have him in. He is going to start at the under 21s. What we actually gave him was a breakthrough prospect. I think just having him play at the under 21s and him stay down here, I think that's fine with that. What we will train though is on the right side as a wing back. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna pull him up to the senior squad just so I can train him on this wing back on the left side. And we can kind of play a little bit like that. Off the ball, not great. Let's go with attacking third here to get his off the ball up. But I think that is a pretty good starting point for a long-term player that we can train. Well, unfortunately, Sanchez did actually deny our bid, so it's not as bad as we think. Tottenham does get him, which is unfortunate, but they were the only other bid, and it does make sense that he would choose Tottenham because they are just a better team with the better infrastructure and everything like that. So I think what we're going to ultimately do is the under 21s did play, and we do have to make sure that Claudio does play at the under 21s while he's up here. But Holberg did play up there, so I'm going to take Holberg, and we're going to put in Claudio in case we do need someone on the back end. So Tiberi will be more of a portion that could play. Now, also Tiberi could play all the way at the top, probably as an AP, but I'm fine with what we have over here to start with. It's going to be interesting, though. It's going to be really interesting on if we can beat Everton. Because remember, if this goes into a possible shootout wise, we're going to have to really think about who we bring in for a possible shootout. We've had a couple of shootouts, at least in our last cup games. In the Carabao Cup, I think we had 2. We knocked off Liverpool, and I think whoever was after that. But ultimately, it was not to be in that one after we met Man City, and Man City kind of beat us. So, kind of hoping we get something. Here's our first chance to long. Big kick. We can't win it. Everton, though, that is not a great pass. Kovacs plays it all the way back to DeLong. So, we're trying to spread it out. It's going to be a big kick. We're not even going to attempt to win that in the air, which is literally unfortunate. We need to pressure. We don't. Mbemba playing it in the middle. There's Ariza, our former player. Corbaya does intercept him. Lukau looking, plays it out wide. Heinz looking for the cross. The cross in here. And Lukau with a sharp angle puts it in the back of the net, his 12th of the season. And in the 10th minute, we go up over Everton. Ariza, being a secret guy, secret spy, trying to help us when he knows the struggles of Southport. He's trying to help us. Blake does have a bruised thigh, and it's not affecting his fitness right now. So we're going to keep it going. Lacau looking for something. I don't think we've had, since maybe League One or the Championship, a hat trick player. So that is something to be aware of. Lacau might be that guy that can pull it out. Blackwell. New signing back to Torabaya. To Blackwell. Out to Kovacs. Kovacs touch forward. Looking for the cross. It's there. Going back post. Lacau. Header. That one's blocked. He's tucked down in a heap. Ref says play on. Not a penalty, but that shot should have been in the back of the net. It should have been. But it's okay. Because we will persevere. We will keep on playing. Let's praise the boys. They're playing a good game. Arman with a set piece trying to go back post. It's headed away. Malik's there. Hines will get there on that one. Tries to play it forward. Merchesi does get his body in the way. A little back and forth. Galavan. Pressure's there. They're trying to get something around. Possible cross here. Galavan looking. Crosses it. Front post. Well, not really front post. It's kind of in the middle, right in front of DeLong, and DeLong has to make a play on that. Now that goal could have been a second one to give us a little cushion. This is not looking entirely under control because Everton now has another chance back to back. For Chessie, Ariza blocks there. Ebanks shot into long. Does tip it wide left. Markovic is struggling today with a 6.6 right now. Carmen. The corners there. Suarez does head it out, and that's the end of that opportunity. As our possession is not great, our shots are on target, but our possession is not great. I'm going to tell the boys at the halftime that I expect more possession in the half. I'm not liking how we're playing right now. I want you to go out and make a difference in this second half. Encourage the boys. And Everton now has an opportunity with the possession. Going out wide. Carman has to go all the way back to the keeper. Let's put some pressure on the keeper, and it's not enough. And there's an interception. Karabaya. Here we go. Plays it through. Lacau. Flag's not up. VAR will take a look at this, but flag is not up. No indication. Right now it looks to be a goal. It has to be confirmed by VAR. And VAR will confirm that goal. Let's go. Corbaya playing good. Playing good in the midfield. I'm going to try to do more commentary for these games when we're having it. Kind of give my thoughts, that sort of thing. It'll be just more vocal in these episodes. Because I noticed yesterday I wasn't as vocal in that just because I was kind of down. I need to be like in the moment. Maybe it just helps the guys. I like to think so. As Hines has an opportunity, he loses the ball out of possession. Blackwell takes it out again. Back to Tora. Kind of a bit of a reset. Blackwell finds space. Look how he's not able to take a shot. Hines, though, he wants to take a shot, and it was centered by an Everton player, and look how is just not able to beat the keeper. He's on the cusp. He's just there. I need to look at if we have a better corner taker. As Los Nelson. I might change this to mixed and just allow the guy to mix it up. We'll see what we can get off those corners, but I think the end swing that we're doing is a little bit too close to the keeper, and that is why it keeps on being taken. Okay, I'm going to make the first sub here. I'm going to get Markovic out. Fafa's going to come in. I like Lacau playing here. Suarez a little bit gassed. I don't think we can get Fafa can't play this middle, and I don't want to pull Lacau from having a great game. But I think ultimately what we're going to do is I'm going to move up. I'm going to move. Actually, I don't know how I'm going to move. Actually, I can do this. I'm going to put Tiberi up top. Tiberi is going to be an AP. I'm going to have Aurea come up as a Regista. Malik is going to come up. Ashmore is going to come in the back. We're going to go Dodate here, and that's going to be my change. And that is how we're going to play this, and just hope it comes up. Advanced playmaker Tiberi up on the top. Now, as a Regista, could we possibly... Who's better here? Honestly, that's a good question. This is a very good... What? This is better. Tiberi is a Regista. And we'll have him as the attacking mid. Aurea there. That just looks like a better setup as of right now. All right, here's a chance. It's going to be Lacau with the possible shot. Shot is just over. Just over, skimming the bar. I'm going to praise the boys. We're to 2-1. You never know that can happen right now because it could go the way of Everton. But here's Tiberi looking, plays it out to Fafa. Fafa looking, crosses it. Lacau, header, it's over. If you just need it on target. That's a good cross by Fafa, though. Maybe a little bit too far, but it's a good opportunity. Fafa getting himself involved. We'd like to see that, the youngster. Here's Everton trying to do something as Dodate takes it out. Dodate making a move, crosses it. Fafa, that is a rocket of a shot. Fafa putting it back in the net. And we go up 3-1 over to Everton. We are on the road to take this FA Cup. And it looks like we will be back next episode with the next FA Cup game against Aston Villa. I almost called him Aston Martin. It's Aston Villa. Playing too much F1 manager sometimes. Okay. And here's another chance. Lacau going back post. It's not there. Ashmore looking. He wants to play it back in. That one's blocked. Carvajal plays it up to Sinclair. Can we hold this? Hines just takes it out of possession. Hines is just getting better and better. Learning that position, and I like it. Malik. Tora up to Fafa. I feel like we have a little bit more of an ability to play a lot of players in a lot of places that can play. Slide tackle from behind. Aurea goes down in a heap. Lacau, Dodate looking. Fafa not able to get the shot. It's one in the air. Lacau, Dodate again. Shot deflected. Fafa there trying to take another shot, and that one's blocked. Aurea looks like he went down, and the medics look like they will come on the field at this point and take him off. Hopefully is nothing serious. He'll be escorted up. Well, we'll do push-ups first before he's escorted. I like the enthusiasm. Now, we don't know what the injury is. It looks like just a knock. It's not going to be anything serious. But you never know there. Hines is absolutely gassed right now. But he has played a pinnacle role, a 7.7 for us. Can't win it in the middle, but it's headed out by Everton. Another corner kick here. Lacau looking for it. Now, Lacau is 5'11", so I'm fine with him taking those shots. As we wind down, extra minute is played, nothing crazy, and we take this one in an FA Cup replay. 3-1. Now, remember, with that one, that might be another 2.3 million. Because remember, the FA Cup, we share this. As Cardiff City knocks out Norwich and West Brom knocks out Reading in extra time. So those are the replays there. So we do win that, which is good. I like this. Ariza, we send him home packing like he is used to when he played with us in the FA Cup. We got 133k for this one. We do draw Aston Villa, so Aston Villa will be the next opponent. Gonzalez not having a great time. However, Gonzalez being in, maybe we do rest him. But Aston Villa is immediately next. Should we play another game? This is going to be an extravaganza. If we tie this, it's going to be weird. I'm going to give you guys a fourth game. I'm going to give you guys a fourth game because I know we missed an episode this week, and so you guys are going to get the fourth game. So, hey, congratulations on us getting through. So, all right. So Aston Villa here, their key man as we get through there is Roscoe O'Callaghan. Pretty good Prem player. Playing probably a wing, I would guess. So if I had to guess what they were playing, they're actually playing a 4-4-2. Okay, so that's interesting. We might see him up top. Otherwise, we drew whoever we end up playing will be Nottingham Forest or Bradford City. I would love to see Bradford City knock out Nottingham Forest. But we'll kind of see how that is. And we would be the home team if we can get through this. So same thing here. The only change that we have is Dalsgaard is not ready to come in this rotation. And then Claudio is on international duty for Brazil's under 23s until the 28th. So for 6 days, that means Heinz, also Dodate, we do have a situation where we are going to start him because he wanted more playing time. The rest of the team agreed, so Kovacs is going to be on the left side. Heinz is going to be the one on the bench. Not a big issue because I think he is attributed as a squad player right now. So he is. And so we'll get him in for the next half. Dodate will be the one in, and I think we can get him up to a Premier League player. The issue was that Heinz is already up there as a... Actually, he's not, but maybe I was wrong. Kovacs is our main player on the wing, so we'll see what he can do. His training is still trying to learn on the left side, so maybe it'll be all right. Here we go. Lacau, let's put Lacau up and we'll play like this. We want to keep on playing like this. Fafa, we will get him in as well as Gutierrez as the time goes on. No injury for Oria, so that is another thing to not worry about. He didn't get an injury, didn't pick up an injury on that, even though he did take a knock end of the last game. Here we go, Aston Martin. We're actually a favorite for this game, which is interesting. Not a lot of fans in the stands today at Anfield. So that's one thing that we have to think. It is a championship squad, so plus we don't have really a lot of success. So I mean, maybe we have to get deeper in the cup games. Maybe if we can get this, we'll be at home against Nottingham Forest. Maybe we can beat them, which is funny because Nottingham Forest is the next league game at this point. Going through, I don't want to play another replay. And here's Francis for Aston Villa, and that was just a very stressful moment there that we should be getting more attempts on target. Let's demand more. If we're not getting anything from Markovic, Fafa's going to have to come in and play with Lacau. So we're not getting anything. Let's go a little bit more attacking for this. Let's demand more. Because we have a moment here. Carabaya up to Saris. Saris looking, plays it wide to Dodate. Dodate cuts it inside. Blackwell wanted the shot there. That is blocked. France is trying to lead the counterattack. Berglund, their key man, plays it all the way back to Mohammed. He's going to play it out on the wing. Sido. Whereby couldn't get there in time, and that one was almost lost in possession. Bradley looking. He's looking for that through ball. Plays it up. Francis Berglund puts it in, and that is probably going to be confirmed by VAR. We're going to go attacking because we're not getting anything here. Oh, wow. It's disallowed. I thought he was onside. Let's see how... That might be a very... suspect, but it works in our way. Our shooting has not been good enough. I have faith in you guys can go out and just do it better. So let's go, and we'll also do some encouragement as the boys run out of the tunnel. It hasn't helped. Aston Villa has the first moment in the second half. Presido plays it up to Williams. Williams, not a strong. Berglund out wide. Reed trying to cut it through. Wants the shot, and it's over. Actually, DeLong does tip it over. Corner here for Aston Villa. Williams is going to take it. Plays it in front post. Header away. Bradley to Williams again. Plays it centers in... Is that Fort? Forey? I don't know who that was. I don't know how you pronounce that. It's Fort with that special character. Okay, so I'm going to take out Makovic. Fafa's going to come in. Fafa, does he have... Can he use both feet? He's right-footed, so we'll put him there. On the backside, Kovacs is struggling. Let's move that around. Let's have Hines come in on the left. And let's actually see what we can get with those changes. The 59th minute, Reed is going to put that in the back of the net. That is likely going to be an offsides. I can't see the guy over here. I didn't know we were in a moment, but it looked like he had touched the ball. However, it was a little late. Actually, the goal's awarded. Okay, so that's not great. We have to go very attacking out here. I'm going to demand more. We can't lose to another championship team like this. Come on, boys. Oh my God. We're getting pummeled by Aston Villa in a game we should be... Can we savor this? Can we save this? Blackwell going back post. Hines. Oh my God, Hines. We're going hard to actually try to get this. Tora. Gonzalez. Plays it up. Kovacs. Good pressure. Might be a little bit of a field switch. It is. Malik. For wide. Hines. Loses it out of possession. Hines just played so well out wide and he loses it. Gonzalez, good play. Soares turns. Looking for help. He's going to take it up. Lucao is there. Lucao just missed that. Okay, Corbaya is going to come out. I'm going to put in... I'm going to check out Blackwell. Tabiri is going to come in. Ashmore is going to come in for Tora because I don't want that. And right now... Right now, I will put Aurea up. And we're going to change this a little bit. Tabiri is going to be a Segunda Volante on support. And we're going to move both of these guys up into the box. Lucao going back post, and Muhammad's there. Damn, okay. We're trying to press this, and we need 2 goals in about 25 minutes. We're not going to win that. Going out. Francis is there. Burkar plays it up. And good thing that's wide. Man more. Here's Gonzalez. Played up. Suarez. Plays it through. Lucao. Plays it up. There's Hines. Baffa is not there. Come on. Better passes. Suarez is not offsides. Oria shot and he puts it in. We need one more to equalize. One more to force a replay. I would be fine for a replay right now. We just need one more. Let's go. What a shot. Oria, that was a great one. I'm going to demand more here. We got 15 minutes to put another one in the back of the net. We are not getting any shots on target. I just have a feeling it's not meant to be right now. Okay, so to do this, we're going to get more players up in the box. Gonzalez going to attack. I'm going to put Malik up. We're going to play 2 in the back. And he is going to play as an anchor. Just to see if we can get someone up. And I'm going to have Suarez play as attacking mid. Aston Villa knocks us out of this. We had a good draw, and I'm disappointed with what we put out there. Okay, that means we'll be back around probably March timeframe to play Arsenal, Sunderland, Reading, and we'll see where we are in this year. So, I mean, we have some games that we need to win. We have one game in hand against United, but also they're 40 points out. We need to win games. We need to get a streak going and start stacking things, because I felt like maybe the FA Cup was a good way to get through it. I mean, in this, looking through, Man City's still here and United, but United plays Liverpool, so they could have been knocked out. Newcastle plays Man City, so they could have been knocked out. But everyone else looked very easy to beat besides maybe Arsenal and Tottenham. Well, definitely Arsenal and Tottenham. But we just couldn't get it done. Couldn't get it done. And we'll see what we can do. So thanks for hanging out. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.